What's up, YouTube? Tyler McCluskey here with Kudupoint Broadheads. So today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about broadhead tuning and arrow building. 9.5 times out of 10, you can grab a package of our broadheads, throw them on your arrows, and be right on point with your field points. And that's what everyone wants. They don't want to have to mess around and do any sort of tuning, but that's not always going to be the case. There's going to be that small amount of people that might have to do a little bit of adjustments. And really the problem isn't lie in your broadhead, it's just kind of in your arrow build or it's the tuning of that arrow. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to get that sorted out if you're having some issues with our broadheads. So first thing I'm going to recommend is when you are building your arrow or having someone build them for you, get the broadhead on the insert or outsert first, throw your glue on there, insert it to the shaft, and before that sets up, you're going to want to get at least one blade and one fletch lined up if you're running your traditional 3-fletch arrow. You can see that in the video in that camera there. You just want to get that as in line as possible. That just really helps with the aerodynamics and arrow flight. If you're running the 4-fletch like I do, same idea, but you're going to want to get 2 blades lined up with 2 fletchings. Pretty straightforward. I personally recommend the 4-fletch. I feel that it flies best with our broadheads, but it's what you like and what works best for you. There's a lot of guys out there that run the 3-fletch and have tons of success and have no problems. And there are those guys out there that can just grab broadheads, throw them on without any adjustments and be on point. It's just, like I said, tuning and arrow setup. So once you get your blades and fletchings lined up, get out there and shooting, and you're still a little bit off course, what I recommend next is doing some knock tuning. Super simple process, and if you're not familiar with that, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. So once you get on the range and you find out if you're off or you're on point or not, if you're off a little bit, what you're going to want to do is just knock that next arrow. And whether you're running the 3 or 4-fletch, you're pretty much just going to be turning your arrow while it's knocked on your string, either a third of a turn or a quarter of a turn. So if you're running the 4-fletch like I am, you're going to be just turning that a quarter of a turn so that the next valley between your fletchings is facing upward. And then if you're running the 3-fletch, most guys run with 1 fletch pointing up. You're going to rotate your arrow so that next fletch over is pointing up. So once you make that adjustment, go ahead and shoot. And if you're on point, you're ready to roll. If not, just keep turning the arrow until your broadhead and field points are back on target. Most time, just that little adjustment will help out. But if not, there's one more thing you can do, which is called walk back tuning. If you're not familiar with that, basically what you're doing is you're setting a target up about 60 yards out on a flat surface, and then you're shooting a field point and you're shooting a broadhead. And then what you're going to do is you're going to be moving your rest, not your sight, in small increments towards your field point arrow until the broadhead arrow and your field points are on the money. That should do it for you. That should fix all your problems. If you have any questions on that, I know Knock On makes a great video on walk back tuning. There's a couple other great videos out there if you didn't really get what I was talking about. And those videos can really get more in depth with the walk back tuning if you have some issues. But knock tuning, walk back tuning, that should sort out any problems you're having with arrow flight, as long as your arrow build is as perfect as it can be. So if you have any more questions, feel free to shoot us down those questions in the comments below. You can contact me at tyler@kudupoint.com, or you can contact me on any of the Kudupoint social medias as well, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can on those. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Please subscribe if you want to catch some more content coming our way soon. And good luck the rest of the season, guys. Thanks.